Hey guys, it's Hunter. Welcome back to another episode of ASKgufish. Definitely was planning on making some more gear demos this week. Ended up making a 45-minute epic, the 2022 Gear Collection Tour video. And by now, if I were responsible, there's some stuff up on my Reverb store because it definitely deserves more playing time than it's getting here. But in the meantime, you guys had questions over on Discord, and don't forget to join our Discord server if you've got questions for a future episode. We do one of these every week. Funny because we missed last week, but it's where I pulled the questions from first. Smash that like button to appease the ever-changing whims of the algorithm gods. That actually really helps out. Let's just jump into it. Grateful Dread 27 says, Duncan confirmed. Already undoing my Discord plug by picking an Instagram comment first. But yes, thank you to everybody who tags me in this. So yeah, it's another Adam Jones themed Askgufish episode. Guess that's the thumbnail sorted then. So what's happened is the man just dropped another tease for his upcoming Epiphone signature release on Instagram. Looks reflective, so that would be a gloss finish. Epiphone doesn't age their guitars, so usually they either do the aged gloss thing like they did with the 59 standard or the inspired by 1955 Les Pauls, or pull a marketing with the, well, this is what the guitar would have looked like brand new thing like they've done with like Peter Frampton's Epiphone model. Now it's hard to tell from the heavy filter, but it looks like neither this time. They're going to do an aged silver burst color in gloss a la the Gibson USA standard. But the big thing everyone noticed is that while the custom shop models had Adam Jones' preferred pickup set with a reverse wound custom bucker in the neck and a Seymour Duncan DDJ in the bridge, the USA standard went ahead and completely did its own thing with a reverse round burst bucker 1 in the neck and a DC high gain humbucker in the bridge. Now, don't get me wrong, these pickups are great, but it was super weird that they just go ahead and spec it out with pickups Adam Jones straight up doesn't use. And even weirder, with the Epi, the bridge pickup at least is Seymour Duncan. There's the logo right there. Probably just a regular production Duncan distortion since that's all the DDJ is, except it's wound by Maricela Juarez. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, head of Seymour Duncan's custom shop. But still, after the Slash and Wino models, love to see Seymour Duncan's back in Epiphone guitars. Okay, so that's cool, but now at first glance at the new Adam Jones lineup, it kind of doesn't make sense. There's usually a clear cohesion between the custom shop level, the USA level, and the Epiphone level. They're usually very well-defined tiers. There have been some exceptions, like the first Slash Anaconda Burst, where the Epi got an ebony board, whereas the Gibson didn't, and that was pretty cool. But by and large, usually, if the Epiphone had something unique, the Gibson would have it too, and then build on those specs to make it a more premium offering. If the Gibson had something unique, the custom shop version would have it too, and again, build on those specs. And clearly, that trend has been broken here. The custom shop tier has Seymour Duncan's, the USA doesn't, and then Epi does. Again, the Gibson humbuckers are great pickups. I'm just saying it breaks the trend. But only if you look at them like they're the same model at different tiers, and they aren't. The USA is a Les Paul standard, the other two are Les Paul customs. So what I think they're setting up for is two Adam Jones Epiphone models. The first is going to be the custom with Seymour Duncan's, and then the second is going to be an even more affordable Les Paul standard. And my guess is that those will come with Epi Pro buckers. We'll just have to wait and see. Overall, I'm super curious how the neck shapes on the Epiphones are going to compare with the Gibson standard, because the Gibson standard is nothing like my actual Norlands. It has the volute, but the reason I love my three Norlands is because they have super thin necks that are basically identical to ESP Thin U. The Gibson USA's 70s rounded profile isn't as chunky as a 50s rounded, but it definitely has way more heft to it than I was expecting. Really fun guitar. It's been very hard to put it down, but yeah, Norlands have a very distinct feel to the necks, and this is just very different to what I was expecting. And it's funny because a lot of the comments are like, who the heck is Adam Jones and why are you so obsessed with him? I'm really not. I couldn't name you 5 Tool songs. You'll never find me in a Tool t-shirt because I get called out so quick, but I love 70s Gibsons and Silver Bursts, and so, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't matter whose name is on the headstock. This could be a Nicki Minaj or Cardi B model and still be into it. Probably, I don't know, maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but Silver Burst Norlands are so cool, so yeah, probably. Either way, this new tease means that the actual release hopefully is sooner rather than later. But anyways, those are just some of my thoughts on the Adam Jones Epiphone models. Here's where I'll throw it to you. What do you think about the Epiphone Custom, the Gibson USA Standard? Is Tool overrated? Any all thoughts, leave them down below. But do you know what's never overrated? The sponsor of today's video, Ridge Wallet. And they aren't just a sponsor, I actually use one every day. That's because traditional wallets kinda suck, and Ridge is redefining the wallet. Think about it, old school wallets haven't changed in decades. They're bulky, they collect all sorts of useless crap. Meanwhile, Ridge Wallet is designed for the modern age. The designs are sleek, small form factor that can fit into your front pocket. The plates, made of aluminum, titanium, or carbon fiber, are RFID blocking to block scammers from stealing your information, and they're held together by a durable elastic band. The quality is excellent, and to back it up, each wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee. And Ridge hasn't stopped at streamlining just wallets. They're now tackling out-of-control keychains with their new key case. The expanding tension plate design is classic Ridge. It's sleek, it's lightweight, and it essentially turns your keychain into a Swiss Army knife for keys, and that is awesome. There are loads of colors and styles to choose from, and they're always adding more. Right now I'm using the new Forged Pacific carbon fiber model. That's my favorite. And this is Pringle's favorite. Ridge has been a long-time supporter of the channel. Some of you have gotten yours already and loved it as well. So if you want to see why so many people are switching over to Ridge, head on over to ridge.com/Agufish and use the code Agufish for 10% off your order and free shipping. Or just click the link in the description, and of course, clicking supports the channel by letting them know that I sent you. And while you're doing that, let's get into your next question. Gibson God 13 asks, hello, simple question, yay or nay on the new PRS Archon 50, worth the money? Well, that's two simple questions, but no idea, haven't tried it. Only PRS amp I've tried is the MT15, which is absolutely worth it, but personally, for whatever it's worth, I'm saving my money for Tremonti's MT100, whenever that drops. No idea how similar that is to the Archon, but they're both PRS high gain, and there's only one empty slot on my amp switcher. That's what I'm saving it for. Scary asks, what's the one moment where you felt like you made it in your career, if you even feel like you have? You know, that's a great question, and I can point to a lot of proud moments, I guess. Getting messages from you guys saying the videos helped you get through some tough times, or helped you find the right gear to inspire you to write new songs. Getting some of my favorite guitarists that inspired me to play, like Matt Hafey or Chris Robertson, on for guest solos, that's really cool. Working directly with some of the biggest brands in the industry like ESP, Gibson, PRS, Fender. These are companies I would have killed to work at. Launching a signature model with Harley Benton that sold out in less than 48 hours, and they're now being played all over the world. Hitting 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and getting the plaque to prove it. Those are all highlights for sure. At the same time, the nature of social media, it's just all algorithm and momentum based. So while there's a great collection of proud moments, it also feels at the same time like I'm constantly on the verge of failing. So it's a weird blend of accomplishment and relentless anxiety. And I've talked to other creators with much larger numbers who feel exactly the same. So it's nice to know I'm not alone. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, am I still gonna feel this way if I hit 1 million subscribers? So to answer your question, I am super thankful for you guys and for being able to make it this far. But nah, I don't feel like I've made it at all, and so that's really stressful. And it kind of helps me in a way because I'm always striving to do more, looking for opportunities to do the next thing. And at the end of the day, I just want to build better content and build a strong community with you guys. Hey, so keep this on your radar. Charvel has dropped some new models, all Sandema style ones. Strats, they're strats. Starting with the Jim Root models, we all knew these were coming for a while. Jim Root has not been shy about showing these off. He's been using them on tour for the last year, been posting about them all over Instagram. It's a callback to his roots, having used a Charvel during the Iowa era. He's even using one in the Before I Forget video. These are loaded with his signature EMG Demonum pickups and are listed for $14.99 new. Now, when these first dropped, I was like, man, that white one with the ebony board looks clean. I mean, they're both very simple, very metal. And $14.99 with inflation, it's not a bad price. It's the same price as this Fender Tele. And then you guys pointed out, hey, look at the rest of Charvel's lineup though. They literally already have a Pro Mod Sandema style one in both black and in white. Yeah, the spec configurations aren't exactly the same, gloss finishes on the body instead of satin, and they have Seymour Duncans instead of EMG, but they're $9.99. 500 bucks? That's a pretty big markup for a signature pickup, some mahogany body with that little neck carved cutaway thing, and Jim Root's name on the headstock. If you wanted to give it the benefit of the doubt though, Okay, forget the whole tone wood argument. To me, the woods do have an impact on feel. For big, chonky metal riffs, I love a mahogany body more than alder. It's got this heft to it. That's something I've only come to realize after testing hundreds of guitars. And even then, it's not a huge difference. I know a lot of great players that couldn't give one shit about bodywood, and your mileage may vary, but yeah, a $500 markup on a normal black or white Sandema style one seems a bit wild, especially since Charvels are so modular, and yeah, you might be missing the neck heel carve, but it's very easy to match the overall spec configuration through eBay or Reverb part searching. Still though, the white one looks sick, and I want it. Ash is another great bodywood for metal guitars, and they've introduced one with a sunburn fade. Yellow to red grain filler, and I'm not usually one for fades. Pick one color and stick with it, but this ash blasted finish looks sick. Low-key reminds me of those rainbow scratch papers I used to draw cars and dinosaurs and shit on as a kid, actually. Love the mismatched pickups. Yellow DiMarzio PAF Pro in the neck, red Super Distortion in the bridge. My favorite of the new drop, limited edition in Sin City Sparkle. It's so sparkly, and with chrome hardware, it's utterly ridiculous. It's even got a matching headstock. Love it. Oh wait, not all style ones. Actually, there's a DK22 that also dropped. Mahogany body, walnut top, roasted maple fingerboard. It's got what Charvel is calling the shredder's heel, which is cool. Gold hardware, triple singles, hot rails on the bridge. I think I would have liked it better if they did a transparent stain on the walnut top, you know, kind of like what Jericho did with their blue Edge NT6. As it is, I'm sure it plays well, sounds good, but it's got big coffee table energy. Remove. And the last new model, another signature, Marco Soli, I think that's the proper pronunciation. He gets a great new model, purple quilt, maple top, love that. Black pickguard, roasted maple neck, and EMG pickups. 2 single coils and an 89 in the bridge. I'm not aware of any other guitars that come stock with an 89. I'm not even sure what it is exactly. From the marketing material, it seems to be a dual 85 humbucker and an SA single coil in the same enclosure, separate preamps and coils, essentially 2 entirely different pickups in one housing, activated by push-pull, so that is very cool. Anyways, that's about it. Just some new Charvel models I thought we should talk about. Oh, and just now, Periphery posted this potential new color for Mark Holcomb's SE. Blue Brisket Burst. I'm a sucker for colored gray burst and black burst, and this looks fantastic in blue. The current Brisket Burst is such a cool color combo, gray to purple to black, and I've always thought Holcomb's models would look great in more colors. Blue, green, red. Now this could be a custom one-off or maybe a limited edition color. They've done a few of those for EU. My favorite is Whale Blue Satin. What a color, dude. But yeah, this blue Brisket Burst just surfaced, and potentially something else to keep on your radar. And now we're getting near the end of the video, so in case you missed it, since last ASKgufish episode pretty much put all my YouTube effort this week into the gear collection video. You guys, getting all the footage and editing that video, that took a long time. I think it stole the last of my remaining sanity. Please watch it. Then just a quick Guitar of the Day video of Matt Hafey of Trivium's new Epiphone Origins Les Paul Custom. Stay tuned for the full demo featuring, well, Matt Hafey of Trivium. Also, these shorts tend to get buried by YouTube's algorithm. They're seen a lot more on Instagram or on TikTok, so be sure to follow me over there if those are your short platforms of choice. And finally, if you missed last episode of AskGufish, we talked the 2023 LTD Kirk Hammett V going up head-to-head with his Gibson collection, and we talked about the PRS Telecaster Miles Kennedy has been spotted using on tour. Very interesting indeed. Link to those in the cards and in the description. It seemed like a short one this week, but I'm not sure if that's because there weren't a whole lot of new drops after the craziness of NAMM, or because everything seemed short compared to the gear collection video. Either way, appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out and just talking guitar with me. Extra big shout out to all my wonderful patrons for supporting the channel. We would not be able to do any of this without you. If you want to join them in supporting the content and get bonus extras as well as upgrade everything to crispy 4K for even better content for you guys, link will be in the description. Social media, Discord, and affiliate links are in the description as well. As always, thanks so much for watching. You've been awesome, and I will see you for the next video.